Hi everyone, thank you for watching our video. We've got lots of other amazing online courses available on the Morales Method website. Please follow the link in the description to see our other online courses.
Now let's get to the upper back. It's going to include infraspinatus and rhomboids. Like I said before, work in the upper trapezius and supraspinatus is reserved for another video where we actually work on those territories specifically and with greater detail. So here, infraspinatus, we're going to work just like so, and I can use a soft fist to go medial to lateral, and the way that I achieve this downward pressure is actually by getting up on the balls of my feet and then slowly coming down. I don't bend my elbow to create that downward force. That's going to put a lot of pressure on my elbow and on my shoulder, so I definitely don't want that. So here I go on the balls of my feet. I'm going to get out of the frame just a bit so you can see on the balls of my feet and coming back down to create the stroke. If I wanted to work in the lateral to medial direction, then I can do something similar. But now I am almost crouching a bit to get at this angle and then go in this direction. So almost crouching to work from lateral to medial. I could even sit on a stool. I'm going to mimic sitting on a stool. I'm on one knee. I'm on my right knee here. And notice what that did is it changed the angle of approach from this angle to more of a flatter angle. If I was on a stool, I could adjust the stool height and lean on the edge of the stool to work this tissue. I can also use fingers. Sometimes I like using fingers here because it allows me to find different areas of the supraspinatus that are contracted. I'm working supraspinatus here. Once you find a spot that you want to focus on, I like to find it, hang out there, and we can feel for that direction of resistance and work in the direction of resistance. Let's get to rhomboids. Here, rhomboids, I can work in the inferior direction like so. Here, my right soft fist is working and my right foot is forward. Again, be mindful not to bend your wrist. You don't want to bend your wrist and create any undue pressure here. We want to keep it nice and straight. The power and the force comes from you leaning in there. Be aware of bending at your ankles. Be aware of not locking your knees. That pressure okay?
That's right.
Good. If I needed to work in the superior direction, then I can have a seat here on the table. Also be mindful not to put any weight on your client's arm. You could also bring the arm off to the side if you wish. But here I go, I can lean on the table. That creates a little bit of force onto the forearm and elbow, which in turn starts to work on that rhomboid territory. What would normally happen is I would probably straighten out just a little bit, straighten my posture up, and that would help me to lean just a bit more. Right now I'm a little bit away from the angle. I want you to be able to see it, which is why my forearm is a little further away from my body. I would prefer to actually keep my forearm close to my body. So from a different angle, if I was working here, you'd see me a little closer to my body, my forearm being a little closer to my body as I lean into the rhomboid tissue. Is that all right?
Yep.
Again, this would be what I would do if I was working in the superior direction. Like I said, all this area here, upper traps and supraspinatus, is available in another video, but you can also do some leaning back. I like to sometimes lean back like so and work the upper trapezius in a nice, easy stretch. All the work that we did in the intercostals here, you can also do it here fairly easily. I can feel for the ribs, and I can sink in here and feel for the intercostal tissue. I know that I'm sinking past some trapezius, sinking past rhomboids, so I have to take my time and wait to sink into this tissue. And then I can feel for the direction of resistance. Which way do I need to work? In this case, I feel a little direction of resistance in the lateral direction. So I may actually move just a little bit so that my body is behind my tool, my fingers, as I work in the lateral direction. Is that okay? Another thing you can do as a warm-up or cool down after all of this deep tissue work is you can hold the scapula here. I've got my thenar eminence on the medial border, and I'm holding on to this lateral border of the scapula on Elena's left scapula, and I can just do some nice and easy range of motion movements. I move it in the inferior direction, the medial direction, the superior direction, the lateral direction. I can also take it, use a nice flat palm, grab that scapula, and take it in a clockwise direction or a counterclockwise. And notice my whole arm is doing the work. It's not just my wrist, it's my whole arm. In fact, I'm using almost my whole body. I'm turning clockwise here with my whole body and counterclockwise to help with the movement. Believe me, the client will be able to feel when you use your whole body versus not. And I think it creates a great connection with your client when you use your whole body. And I believe you're also able to tap into a lot of that tissue tension if you include your whole self in with the work. So thanks for watching, folks. I hope you enjoy these deep tissue techniques for the back. If you have any questions, please contact us at info@moralesmethod.com. We also have a lot of great free videos on our Morales Method YouTube channel. And if you're interested in learning the Morales Method Deep Tissue Techniques program, we have lots of information and schedule for those classes on our website, moralesmethod.com. Thanks.